Hello and welcome to the last episode of Season 3 of the Liverpool Dream. And this is the episode where we evaluate the season and we talk about the future. And first off, we have some awards. Sikovic claimed as Footballer of the Year in England. And Hazard, he got Player's Choice of the Player of the Year. Aguero, top goal scorer. Tielemans claims young players, so we got both the young player of the year and footballer of the year. Goal of the season and Golden Glove with our ruling on third place. Mourinho, manager of the year, of course they won the league. And we had a few players that reached team of the year, with both our fullbacks, Klein and Moreno. Then we have Sikovic and Tielemans. And both Sikovic and Tielemans dedicates their award to their fantastic manager, myself. And what else? We have a few more things here. Let's scroll through the news history here. Few things, more things we want to check out here. Let's see. Yeah, here's the Liverpool's best ever 11, and Sako got a place in it, and also Flanagan, I think, on the bench. Yeah, on the bench, he got a spot. And the Liverpool awards. And the fans player of the season, Nathaniel Klein, with a huge margin, completely destroying everybody else. And the youngster Luis Enrique with the goal of the season. Of course, we need to check out our goal of the season. And it's against Watford. So here it is, Miroslav Klose with the cross, and oh, what a beauty, guys, what a beauty. No wonder this one won. Check it out, that half volley in the top corner, fantastic, so very beautiful. And signing of the season is the youngster that joined us during the January transfer window, Felix Paxlax. And this guy, I didn't plan to sign anybody, and then I saw he was transfer listed. 5-star potential, at least 4 with a black star. And for that price! So I wasn't planning on signing anybody during the January transfer window, but if you find a young, talented youngster with that ability for that price, you can't say no, can you? And the young player of the season, Sikovic. And for the season review, Champions League, unfortunately, we didn't manage to defend our title. Bayern Munich managed to beat Juve in the final. And Premiership, we're going to take a closer look at in a few moments. We won the Club World Championship. Of course, we didn't care about this. This was basically a good way for our youngsters to get some first team experience. We lost in the European Super Cup against Leverkusen, another game we didn't care about. It was basically a friendly. The FA Cup, fourth round, a bit embarrassing. Not that I care about the FA Cup, I just wanted to go through a few more rounds because it's a good way to get the youngsters first team experience. And same Capital One Cup, we lost on the third round against Watford. Match of the season, apparently it's when we beat Crystal Palace away with 1 goal against 3. I'm not sure I'm agreeing with that one, but that's what they say. And of course, moment to forget that embarrassing game against Chelsea, when they completely destroyed us, humiliated us. And let's see, this one could be interesting. End of season confidence review. And the job status is secure. It's been a decent season, but not as good as it could have been. Especially we could have gone through a little longer in the Champions League, and maybe we could have a challenge for the title. Let's see, is there anything else here we want to look at? I don't think it's anything else here. Well, we can take a look at the last game of the season, since we didn't do that, but let's see here. And we won the last game against Reading with 4-1. And one thing I think is a bit special with this one is Miroslav Klose, because he is retiring. This was his last football game ever. He's retiring in the near future, and he managed to score in his last ever football game, and that makes me happy. Because what a way for a player like that to finish his career, with scoring a goal in his last game. So he will be missed. And yeah, let's take a look at the Premiership then. And first off, I want to show you this thing, average rating. The top 3 players is ours. Check this one out. It's fantastic. Fantastic. And also Rulli were competing for the clean sheets, and Sikovic, he were the most man of the match of everybody. And we were only 2 points behind. 2 points behind. And I've done this before, but let's do it again. Last season, we were miles behind. 23 points. The first season, we were 20 points behind. So it's not only our best season when it comes to the place in the league table, but also by a huge margin when it comes to points. And if you take a look at this, we have to improve each season. I mean, like the first season, 65 points. Last season, 70 points. And this season, 84 points. So if you can keep on improving like that, we definitely have a good chance on winning the next season. And if you go back to this overview and take a look at the main difference between us and Chelsea, look at the goal difference. And I feel like this is the reason why we didn't win. We need to score more goals. Because look at that goal difference. I mean, even Man City is completely destroying us here in the goal difference. So we need to start scoring more goals and concede less. And just to take a closer look at this, let's go to player details and goals here. Daniel Sturridge, our best goal scorer, was still like quite a few goals behind Aguero, who won it. And then we have Firmino in 12th place. But Firmino, he has been fantastic. I mean, 13 goals in the league in 30 games. And also a few more goals in the cup competitions. So he's been really good for us. But yeah, apparently not good enough according to the Brazil manager, because he didn't get picked for their team for the Brazilian team for the World Cup, which I think is weird, because a player with that type of stats, at least he should be on the bench. What else to look at? Yeah, another thing I would like to highlight is the team details. And far down here we find the finances. Oh, we already have it here. And the one thing I want to show is salaries. And I've just signed a new contract with one of my players, increasing this amount with like 10 more million euro a year. So actually during the season, this amount was, I think it was like 122, 23, 24, something like that. And I just signed a new contract where a player went from a youth contract earning 42 million to a contract when he's earning like 195 million or something like that. So that had a huge impact. So if you look at the salaries, I mean, the top 2 teams here, they were both more than 100k. Not 100k, 100 million a season that they were paying more than me in salaries. And Chelsea was almost, so there were almost 3 teams that were 100 million a season. That's an incredible amount. And still we managed to perform this well with our low salaries. And the guy who got that big contract, it was Sikovic, because he actually was still a hot prospect, earning, I think it was 33 million a week. And just a few days ago, he got a new contract, going for that youngster contract to a key player, and now he's earning 195 K per week. But yeah, definitely a huge improvement in the league. A disappointment in the Champions League, of course, since we won. But we knew from the beginning it was going to be really rough to defend that title. And we know that it was a huge sensation that we managed to get it from them. So for the next season now, of course, our main goal, we need to win the league. I think I never, ever in the manager games, and I've been playing these games back since the 1990s when it's called Championship Manager. I think that fourth season, next season is going to be a fourth season. I think that's basically as long as I ever gone before winning the league when I've done a Liverpool save in the future, in the past. So we definitely need to win in the league, but we have been getting closer and closer each season. We just need to improve, and the good thing is we have so many good youngsters. Just like 2 months ago, I think they were like when the best young players of the season, and all three, not the season, but the month, all 3 of them were my team. So we are getting stronger each season just because our youngsters keep on developing. And if we take a look at the squad here, so first off, if we go for age, we have Klose, who is retiring. We have Milner, who's getting really old, but still pretty good player. And more importantly, he's English, and we need English players to reach those type of limits. And he's a very good shooter. So actually, I think when I started this save, I thought like I could basically sold him during the first season. But I mean, his value is pretty low, but we don't need money. So I think I'm just going to keep him because he is good at the bench. He's decent at the pitch. He's English, which we need English players, and he's a very good shooter. Same with Lucas Leiva, really good, fantastic tutor, and does decent results on the pitch. I might sell Sacco if I get a good offer. Definitely could consider it. Klein's been fantastic. Firmino's been fantastic. Rulli, he keeps on tutoring guys. When he managed to get 1 or 2 of my youngsters to become model professionals, he managed to tutor 2 of the young talented goalies to become professionals, but I want them to become model professionals. Then I'm probably going to sell him and start using the youngster instead. But he will be tutoring for quite some time here. Flanagan, a good squad player. Basically backup, he plays when one of my wingers is tired. So yeah, basically a bench player. And what else? Yeah, if you take it, as you can see, you have so many young players. I mean, from Højbjerg down to Donnarumma here at the bottom, all of these players are between 19 and 22. And a lot of them are starting players like Sikovic or Barbosa and Tillemans and so on that have been starting a lot of games, even Højbjerg. And with Klose going retirement, that means Enrique will be playing even more games too. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of his potential. So when we got him, he has a 5-star potential. But I'm probably try to play him a lot for a season, see what happens. If it doesn't work out, to sell him. But with season with more first team experience, it should probably, hopefully, do well. And talking about youngsters, let's go for our U21 team and also take a look at the loaned out players. We have a lot of interesting youngsters. Of course, we don't know exactly how they're going to look when they come back from that the loaned out deals, but there are definitely a few of them that we need to start rotating in the first squad if they're going to reach that potential. Donnarumma has been tutored a lot this season and he became a professional. We'll probably loan him out next season and bring back Duarte. He's been loaned out for this season and try to tutor him to become a model professional. Because Donnarumma needs to play more first squad games. But yeah, there's a lot of loaned out players. It's going to be interesting to see how they look. And when it comes to transfers, look at our finances here. So we're basically bathing in money. We are the Scrooge McDuck of football. We have so much money. And I took a look at transfer listed players, and there are a few interesting players that are actually transfer listed. Like Ødegaard from Real Madrid. The problem is they want so much money for him. I would definitely like to get him, but I'm not paying 76 million for him. And PSG is actually interesting, so we'll probably buy him. But they're more interesting players here, like Lucas, talented defender, still pretty expensive, but a lot. I mean, I'm interested in him. Jesus Vallejo, another guy I'm interested in, but also another guy they want a lot of money for. And another one here with Marquinhos, but he's starting to get old in this save. He's only 1.5 star. Like he will have trouble reaching his full potential this late, and it's probably PSG's fault because PSG is always bad at developing youngsters. But yeah, there's definitely a few of the transfer listed players that I am interested in. And I'm always scouting youngsters too. So if you took a look at players that's at the most 20, and as you can see, I'm scouting so many talented youngsters, regions, and I'm always looking for more of them. So probably I might bring in a few youngsters. Otherwise, if you take a look at the squad, one thing I'm definitely looking for is a future replacement for Lucas Leiva. We need a really good defensive / ball-winning midfielder. And Andre, he's been my basically backup at that position. He's not good enough, but he's good at like rotating, having on the bench. We need somebody who can step into Lucas Leiva's shoes and even reach further than him. We need a really, really good one. And I've been looking for a youngster. I've even been looking for older ones, but I can't really find any good older ones that's for a reasonable price. But I'm also having a hard time finding youngsters. It would be perfect to find like a 16, 17-year-old 5-star potential youngster, having tutored by Lucas Leiva to become really good in determination, personality, and then that youngster would take his place in like 2 seasons. So I'm looking a lot for a really good, talented, ball-winning / central midfielder / defensive midfielder. Somebody who can do the rough work when Tielemans is doing the advanced playmaking stuff. We need somebody to win the balls. That's basically it. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting about something. I probably am. But I'm looking forward for the next season. Next season, we need to win the league and we need to score more goals. I think that's the reason, as I said, we didn't win the league. But still, I mean, we have improved each season. We have a very young squad, a lot of youngsters. And actually, a nice thing that will be good for us is we have a few players that will get homegrown status during for the next season. We have Barbosa and Tielemans will both for next season count as homegrown, and that's of course very good for us. And then for the next season we have a few other that might reach it. But yeah, that's definitely very good news because they are fantastic players that we will be using, and having them counted as homegrown is of course fantastic for us. But I think that's it for season 3 of the Liverpool Dream. I've had a lot of fun during this season. I'm already looking forward for the next season, competing hopefully for the league title, and hopefully we can do better in the Champions League. And I hope you're looking forward to it too, and I hope I see you during the next season. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you during season 4.